So the first experiment which we have finished in the previous practical sessions is the single line diagram of this substation. Today we are interested for estimation of 11 kilovolt feeders and substation. Some parts or some concepts we have seen from this experiment from unit number 1, and some parts we are going to see in unit number 2. So the unit number 2 has a name substation, and we have seen this part in unit number 1 that is related to the feeders. Yes. So let me share my screen. Just a minute. Yes. So this is the second experiment of this EIMT course. The name of the unit is estimation for 11 kilovolt feeders and substation. So our aim is to find out the cost of 11 kilovolt feeders and the substation. So after finishing this experiment, you can able to identify the components of installation of this 11 kilovolt feeder and substation, and you will get some information related to the components. Yes. So the pre-lab question is, what is a feeder? So this part we have discussed in the first unit. So in the chat box, you have to answer this question. Better way, if I'm going to share one picture with you, this picture we have seen earlier also. So you have to identify the feeder from this diagram. So you have to name the name of the feeder. So this S stands for substation, obviously, and this is called as the generating station. And we are interested for what is a feeder. So in the diagram, you have to identify which lines or which conductors indicate the feeders. You have to give the name particularly. So the name is also present here. SM and SO are the feeders. So if I'm going to say SM, so this is one feeder, and SO is another feeder. So you can easily identify that the conductor which connects the substation to particular area, that is called as the feeder. Yes. So that is our question number 1 related to the pre-lab question. Now also we have seen the design consideration of feeder. So just in the chat box, you have to put what parameter we have to use for design consideration of feeder. The answer is current. Yes, Komal, Rekha, you are correct. What about others? Yes. I have suggested one trick for you to remember this feeder and current together. So that is FC trick, Ferguson College. Yes, correct. So if we are interested for designing the feeder, then we have to use this current as a parameter. Now we will see the second question related to the experiment. What is the pre-lab question number 2? We are interested for differentiating between HT and LT cable. So those who have done the diploma, they might know this answer. We are using a high tension and low tension cables. Yes. But for the regular student, let me share my screen so that you can understood the difference of HT and LT cable. Because see, these differences are surely asked in your interview question, interview exam. Yes. So here it is part of LT cable and here it is part of HT cable. तुम्ही जर बघितलं असेल की तुमच्या नातेवाईकांमध्ये किंवा तुमच्या रिलेटिव्ह मध्ये जर कोणी इलेक्ट्रिकल कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरचे काम करत असतील, सो त्यांच्या व्हिजिटिंग कार्डवर दे हॅव मेन्शन HT केबल और LT केबल इन्स्टॉलेशन दे आर गोइंग टू प्रोव्हाइड. त्यांचं मेन काम हेच असतं की LT केबल किंवा HT केबलचं इन्स्टॉलेशन करून देणं. बट व्हॉट इज LT केबल? LT stands for low tension. Tension here it is related to the voltage. So here you can easily identify that the rating of LT is 660 volt to 1100 volt. So that is a low voltage rating. But for the HT it is above 3300 volt. So that is related to the HT. Armoring which we are using, it is the flat or round, or sometimes it is unarmored. But for the HT, we are using the armored only, and it is of flat or round. We are not interested using the unarmored cable. Yes. Insulation we are using. Obviously, it is a conductor. We need the insulation. That is a PVC or XLPE. So what is the PVC? PVC is nothing but it is a polyvinyl chloride. You can say it is an insulator. Yes. And XLPE means cross-linked polyethylene. So let me type in the chat box so that you will understand what is XLPE. So XLPE stands for cross-linked polyethylene. No doubt it is a chemical, it is a material. And whenever the question will be asked for you, what is XLPE? This X stands for cross, L stands for linked, and PE stands for polyethylene. So let me show the picture of XLPE cable so that you can understood what is exactly the XLPE looks like. Just a minute. Yes. So this is a XLPE aluminum cable. Yes. Here there are different stages. So we are using a conductor, our point of interest, from where we are passing the amount of current. This is the conductor screen surrounding with the conductor. This is our point of interest, XLPE. So whenever we are using a XLPE insulation, that is called as XLPE cable. So that point is clear to you. After this, we are using the insulation screen. Then we are using a semi-conducting tape, corrugated and seamless aluminum sheath, and this is our polyethylene or PVC outer sheath. So that is called as a XLPE aluminum cable. Yes. So तुम्ही जर बघितलं असेल की केबल म्हटल्याबरोबर तिथे भरपूर सारे कव्हरिंग्स आल्यात, and these coverings are related to the, you can say, used for the protection purpose. So that is very important for the cable. So our topic of interest is this LT uses either PVC or XLPE, but for the HT we are preferring only XLPE insulation. And what is XLPE? Cross-linked polyethylene. The conductor are aluminum or copper, no doubt. For LT and HT are same, but the point of interest is that number of cores are 1 to 61 cores we are using for the LT cables, and for the HT cable we are using only 1 core or 3 core. So that is a high voltage rating. We are interested for these 3 core. And what are the applications of LT cable? So you can say that applications revolving around 1.1 kilovolt range. So this 1.1 kilovolt range, so which requires this voltage, we are using the LT cable. For the HT cable, we are preferring the 3.3 kilovolt range. So they are used for power transmission and distribution of high voltages. So I hope you understood the difference between LT and HT. तुम्हाला कळत असेल की तुमच्या हाऊसच्या जवळची जी वायरिंग असते दॅट इज कॉल्ड द LT केबल. येस. आणि जी तुमच्या सिटी जवळची जी टावर्स you are going to see on that towers we are using the HT cable. Yes. मग हे LT केबल आणि HT केबल ह्या अंडरग्राउंड साठी पण वापरतात बरं. केबल बेसिकली केबल you can say they are using for underground purpose. Yes, but no doubt nowadays we are using the LT cable and HT cable of overhead also. Yes, so this is the difference between LT cable and HT cable. Now our point of interest is related to the costing. So we are interested for estimation, find out the cost of feeder and substation of the range of 11 kilovolt. तुम्हाला कळत असेल की 11 किलोव्होल्टचं जर मला सबस्टेशन जर यूज करायचं असेल किंवा कॉस्ट मला फाइंड आउट करायची असेल तर मला डिफरंट जे कॉम्पोनंट्स आहेत ते यूज करावे लागतील. येस. So I'm going to read the theory. It is a theory based experiment, obviously. So we will see the picture of each and every component and we will try to understand the estimation part. A pole mounted 11 kilovolt by 400 to 50 volt substation. So you can easily identify that this is the distribution transformer of the rating 11 kilovolt by 400 volt. Yes. And what is the connection? It is obviously delta to star is mounted on H-type steel structure. A platform steel channel is executed for placing the transformer. So we are using a steel material. The lightning arrestor are installed over 11 kilovolt line to protect the transformer from surge. मगाशी तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं मी की अर्थ वायरचा उद्देश पण हाच आहे की जे लाइटनिंग येतात ना, lightning or you can say surge is the same. So sometimes it is called as a lightning arrestor and sometimes it is called as a surge arrestor. To protect from this lightning or from these surges, we are using the lightning arrestor as equipment. And where it is installed? Over 11 kilovolt line. Now, the transformer device power from 11 kilovolt feeder line and deliver it at 400 by 250 volt for the distribution purpose. Especially for substation is that its execution cost and maintenance cost is very less. The earthing is provided at least 2 places on the earth is provided for connecting the all metal parts of substation to ground. Now there is a concept of HT and LT. HT fuse तुम्हाला कळत असेल आता की HT फ्यूज म्हटल्यावर तो हाय टेन्शन केबलला प्रोटेक्ट करण्यासाठी असेल ऑन HT साइड अँड किटकॅट फ्यूज युनिट ऑन LT साइड. हा तुम्हाला किटकॅट म्हणजे हे चॉकलेटचं नाव नाही आहे. किटकॅट इज अ टाइप ऑफ फ्यूज. येस. So let me show the picture of KitKat fuse so that you can understood what is a KitKat fuse. So just a minute. So in your house might be you are using this fuse and this is called the KitKat fuse. Yes, this is made with the porcelain or you can say the चिनी मातीचं म्हणतो आपण त्याला मराठीत. त्याच्यात ते बनलेलं असतं ते मटेरियल and we are using the conducting parts. So this is our case and this is our cover. Yes, and this is called as KitKat fuse. Yes, प्रत्येक इक्विपमेंटला इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये नाव आहे. येस, आणि त्या नावानुसार आपल्याला ते इक्विपमेंट यूज करणं गरजेचं आहे. ठीक आहे. नाउ व्हाट इज द पर्पज ऑफ यू कॅन से द LT cable. So the range of LT cable is 6.6 kilovolt to you can say 1.1 660 volt to 1.1 kilovolt and we are using a KitKat fuse for LT side and for the HT side we are using the HT fuse. Are installed on various components are required for such a substation which are listed below. Now our point of interest is we are interested for different components. So we are having almost 10 to 15 components, and we are interested for the cost. Yes, so no doubt this cost is taken from the internet directly, because we are interested for final cost. So let's say for designing or for estimation purpose of 11 kilovolt feeder, we need the three-phase delta to star distribution of the rating of 1000 kVA, and the range of voltage is 11 kilovolt. So how many we require? We require one quantity. The rate is fixed in the market. It is 20,000. So 20,000 into 1 is 20,000. And I have to put the remark. What is the main component? It is a main component. Distribution transformer is a main component for the substation. So see, if you are not having a distribution transformer with you, then your substation is of no use, basically. Now, what is the second part? Second part is important also. So that is a steel pole of the range of 11 meter. आपण जे सकाळी पोल्स बघितलेत ना, ते जे वूड पोल होते, so that we are going to replace with the steel poles, and the length is 11 meter. ह्या काही गोष्टी आहे तुम्हाला ह्या लक्षात ठेवणं गरजेचं आहे. यस, हाईट किती असते टावरची, त्यांच्यातलं दोन मधलं डिस्टन्स हे किती असतं, हे डबल सर्किट म्हणजे काय, सिंगल सर्किट म्हणजे काय, या गोष्टी तुम्हाला थोडंसं लक्षात ठेवणं गरजेचं आहे. येस, नाउ द स्टील पोल्स वी रिक्वायर द टू क्वांटिटीज बिकॉज वी हॅव टू फॉर्म द एच शेप. सो समजा हे एक स्टील पोल आहे आणि हा एक स्टील पोल आहे. सो वी रिक्वायर द टू क्वांटिटीज. The cost is nominal 1000. So we have to take the 2000. Now why we require the two size, two quantity? For H type construction for testing purpose. Yes. Now after this we have to use one transformer channel. जे आपल्याला ट्रान्सफॉर्मरला प्लेस करण्यासाठी मला एक प्लॅटफॉर्म लागेल आणि त्याचं डायमेन्शन असतील 2.8 बाय 75 बाय 8 1 सेंटीमीटर, आणि ते मला 6 नंबर ऑफ फायरिंग मध्ये लागतील. येस, त्याच्यात जो स्क्रू बेल्ट्स असतील ते मला तेवढे लागतील. येस, सो यांची क्वांटिटी मला 12 लागेल. त्यांचा रेट आहे मार्केटमध्ये 1000. सो इट ऑफ द कॉस्ट ऑफ 12,000. Also it is for testing purpose. Yes, the fourth component I require called as a strain insulated for feeder termination. आता याच्यातले जे इक्विपमेंट्स आहेत ते तुम्ही काही बघितले असतील, काही नाही बघितले असतील. जर तुम्हाला पॉवर सिस्टीम 1 मध्ये जर तुम्हाला शिकवलं गेलं असेल की इन्सुलेटर्सचे पर टाइप्स पडतात, सो तुम्हाला इथे दिसत असेल की 3 टाइप इन्सुलेटर एक असतो, एक स्ट्रेन टाइप इन्सुलेटर असतो. येस, आणि त्या स्ट्रेन टाइप इन्सुलेटरला आय नीड द इन्सुलेटेड फॉर फीडर टर्मिनेशन. एक कंपोनंट असतो की तो मला स्ट्रेन इन्सुलेटर साठी मला यूज करायचा आहे. खाली मी स्ट्रेन इन्सुलेटर घेतलं असेल इथे कुठेतरी. सो हा, येस, stray insulators. Yes, that's why I need the strain insulated for feeder termination. Quantity is 3, rate I have 500, so it is 1500. It is for ST line. Fifth point is what? Pin insulation. So let me show the picture of pin insulator so that you can understood what is the pin insulator. Just a minute. Yes, so this is a pin insulator. जर तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन विचारला की which material we are using for pin insulator, the answer is you can say we are using the, sorry, what is the name of this material? Porcelain. So the porcelain material we are using. Yes. Yes, Priyanka, correct. So we are using the porcelain material, and again there is a stray insulator also. STRAY, stray insulator. Yes. So might be you have seen for joining purpose. So that is a stray insulator. So let me show the correct picture of stray insulator. सो might be you have seen the glass insulator also. जर तुमच्या शेतामधून जर लाईन गेली असेल तर तुम्हाला ग्लास इन्सुलेटर सुद्धा बघायला मिळतील. येस. अँड दिस इज द स्ट्रे इन्सुलेटर. इट इज नॉट अ पिक्चर, यू कॅन से इट इज अ स्केच. येस. Yes, this is a correct picture. Yes. So it is connected to the tower. So this is the wooden tower. So but we are using a steel tower and we are using a stray insulator. तुम्हाला कळत असेल की ज्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला कंडक्टर हा एंड करायचा आहे त्या ठिकाणी आय हॅव टू यूज द स्ट्रे इन्सुलेटर. बऱ्याच वेळा तुम्हाला विचारतात की व्हॉट इज द पर्पज ऑफ स्ट्रे इन्सुलेटर. सो द आन्सर इज व्हेअर we have to end our conductor, we are using a stray insulator. Yes. Now the next point is pin insulation. Pin insulator. So we require the three quantity. Rate is 50 and it is 150 total. Then 11 kilovolt fuse unit for HT side. So the amount is 300 and the total rate is 300. It is for HT line. Yes, and this is our important switch. So might be you have heard this word before, ICTP switch. So what is the ICTP switch? ICTP switch is nothing but it is a ironclad. So let me put in the chat box. Ironclad triple pole switch. So that is a ICTP switch. Ironclad triple pole switch. So let me show the picture of this so that you can identify this component. Just a minute. Yes. So this is a ironclad ट्रिपल पोल स्विच. सो तुमच्या घराजवळ तुम्ही बघितलं असेल की जी डीपी असते ना, सो वी आर युझिंग दिस आयर्न क्लॅड ट्रिपल पोल स्विच. ट्रिपल पोल कशासाठी असतील? ऑब्विसली 3 फेज लाईन आहे, 11 किलो व्होल्टचं व्होल्टेज रेंज आहे, HT लाईन आहे. सो वी आर युझिंग दिस आयर्न क्लॅड ट्रिपल पोल स्विच. मग हा त्याचा केस झाला आणि हा त्याचा आतला पार्ट झाला. जर तुम्ही हे झाकण लावलं किंवा ही केस लावली, सो इट विल लुक लाईक दिस. येस. No doubt we are using the porcelain material also here, same way. So these are some pictures of ICTP and ICDP switch. Yes, it is made up with the ironclad. Yes. Now the next part is जे पार्ट्स तुम्हाला दाखवतो आहेत ना मी, तर ते सगळे इम्पॉर्टंट पार्ट्स आहेत आणि ते यू हॅव टू आयडेंटिफाय. So the amount is 1000 and the range you can see over here 200 ampere 500 volt within the KitKat fuse. आपण जे फ्यूज बघितलेत ना पोर्सिलिनचे, ते KitKat फ्यूज होते त्याच्यामध्ये. Now we need the earthing set of 500 rupees. We need the two quantities, so it is 1000. The 9 point is GI pipe and GI band for earthing. In the day previous yesterday's class, I told you what is GI. GI is nothing but it is a galvanized iron. So it is a best material for the purpose of earthing. तुम्हाला बऱ्याच वेळा क्वेश्चन विचारतात की which material is used for earthing wire or earth wire? The answer is GI, galvanized iron. So if you are using a wire, so it is a GI wire. If you are using a pipe structure, then that GI pipe. And if you are using band structure, support structure iron band. So मी pipe use केला, so that is GI pipe. Total. And next geo switch with fitting mounted. So let me show geo switch. This is in one switch. I have seen this before of geo switch. Just a minute. Yes. So this is a geo switch. याचा पर्पज तुम्हाला कळत असेल की ओपनिंग आणि क्लोजिंग करण्यासाठी हा जिओ स्विच वापर. इंडिया ह्या वेबसाईटवर याची किंमत ही 4500 पर सेट दाखवली आहे. येस, पण जेव्हा मी हे लॅब मॅन्युअल बनवलं त्यावेळेस याची किंमत ही 1000 रुपीज होती. येस, सो दिस इज अ स्विच. So let me share my screen again. Yes. So 11 kilovolt Geo switch. The third last component is PVC cable of single core. No doubt it is a LT cable. So I need the quantity 3 of the rate of 100. So it is 300. It is used for connection of the transformer. I need the stray rods set complete with the another rod, so that are used for supporting to the stray insulator. So that is the quantity 2 and 150 rate. So it is 300. And the last point is stray insulator. Stray insulator तुम्हाला मागाशी दाखवलं. That is we require of 40 rupees of 3 quantity and 120 rupees is the total. So if you are going to take the addition of all these quantities together, total of components and total cost for manufacture for estimation purpose of 11 kilovolt and substation is 39,770 rupees. ही कॉस्ट ही जेव्हा मी लॅब मॅन्युअल बनवलं होतं म्हणजे यू कॅन से 4-5 महिन्यापूर्वी हे लॅब मॅन्युअल बनवलं आहे. सो त्या लॅब मॅन्युअलच्या वेळेस ही कॉस्ट ही 11 किलो व्होल्ट फीडर अँड सबस्टेशनची एवढी कॉस्ट तुम्हाला ही पे करावं लागेल. इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड फॉर एस्टिमेशन पर्पज. वी आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड फॉर इन्स्टॉलिंग, जस्ट वी आर interested for collecting the information to identify the different components and to identify the rate in the market. Yes, so this is a simple experiment, study experiment. So what is our conclusion? So we can find out that our conclusion is for estimation of 11 kilovolt feeder and substation we need 39,770 rupees. So that is our conclusion. And the last question is a post-lab question. What are the factors need to be considered for selecting cable size? आपण बघितलं की केल्विन्स लॉ बघितला आपण. केल्विन्स लॉ मध्ये आपण जी एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन हा बेस्ट कसा येतो हे आपण बघितलं त्याच्यामध्ये. आता फॅक्टर्स कोणकोणते कन्सिडर करता येतील आपल्याला सिलेक्टिंग द केबल साईज मध्ये? हे थोडं मला चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये सांगता आन्सर याचं पुट करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतात. एरिया, रेजिस्टन्स, कॉस्ट. करेक्ट. अजून डिफरंट कंपोनंट्स बरेच आहेत की ते कंपोनंट्स हे अतिशय महत्वाचे आहेत किंवा ते फॅक्टर्स हे खूप महत्वाचे आहेत फॉर कन्सिडर्ड सिलेक्टिंग द केबल साईज. एरिया तर आहेच. येस, अगेन करंट रेटिंग इज इम्पॉर्टंट, करंट कॅपॅसिटी इज इम्पॉर्टंट. येस, can you say that the environmental conditions are also important? Environmental conditions म्हणजे जी केबल आपण समजा जम्मू काश्मीर मध्ये यूज करत असू आणि जी केबल आपण राजस्थानमध्ये यूज करत असू, एन्व्हायरमेंटल कंडिशन्स या डिफरंट असल्यामुळे त्यांचा परिणाम हा डिफरंट असेल. तुम्ही बघितलं असेल की जम्मू काश्मीरमध्ये तुम्ही चित्रांमध्ये तरी बघितलं असेल कमीत कमी किंवा टीव्हीवर बघितलं असेल की बर्फ पडल्यामुळे तिथल्या ज्या केबल्सला तेवढं टेन्शन किंवा तेवढं यू कॅन से द कोल्ड त्यांनी सहन केलं पाहिजे. येस, आणि राजस्थानमध्ये जर तुम्ही बघितलं की तिथं तापमान खूप जास्त आहे वाळवंट असल्यामुळे आणि हिरवळ कमी आहे आणि त्यामुळे तिथलं टेम्परेचर सुद्धा सहन करण्याची कॅपॅसिटी पाहिजे त्या इन्सुलेशनला. येस, so these are the factors which you have to be considered while installing the feeder, while installing the substation also. Yes, so it is nothing but the environmental condition. So let me put in the chat box, environmental condition are to be considered for our cable size. Yes, so this is the second experiment related to the EIMT. Yes, so we have finished the 2 experiments. So that are the theory based experiments, and soon After the condition is going to normal, we will surely start with our performance based experiments. Yes. So I hope you understood the today's सेकंड एक्सपेरिमेंट. सो एकदा चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये सांगतात मला की तुम्हाला आजचा पॉइंट कळाला का नाही. डिफरन्स बिटवीन HT अँड LT, स्ट्रे इन्सुलेटर. वी हॅव सीन द cost estimation and costing also. Yes. And लॅब मॅन्युअल बद्दल चिंता करू नका. लॅब मॅन्युअल हे तुमचे शक्यतो रेडीमेड बनवण्याचा प्रयत्न करू आपण, किंवा रेडीमेड देण्याचा प्रयत्न करू. ओनली यू हॅव टू फिल द ब्लँक स्पेसेस. ठीक आहे. ओके. सो थँक्यू. आणि नेक्स्ट क्लास तुमचा ऑब्विसली 2:15 वाजता असेल. सो तुम्हाला मेसेज येईल ग्रुपवर, त्याप्रमाणे तुम्हाला जॉईन